Hello friends. The nucleus is the membrane-bound cell organelle containing the genetic material and various proteins involved in the replication and transcription. On the basis of presence and absence of nucleus, there are two types of cells, the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. The prokaryotic cell possesses a primitive type of nucleus, means nucleus is not advanced, no nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, nucleolus, and the nuclear material get diffused, scattered in the cell. Whereas in a eukaryotic cell, the nucleus is advanced, it is a distinct, and it has the nuclear envelope, nucleoplasm, nucleopore complex, and nucleolus. Therefore, the eukaryotic cell is considered as an advanced type of cell type. So here in this lecture, we are going to learning in detail about the nucleus. You all are welcome in the channel College Botany, and you are learning the nucleus with Yuvraj. The syllabi of this topic include the ultrastructure, nuclear envelope, nuclear pore complex, DNA packaging in the eukaryotes. So generally we knowing that the nucleus is the most significant cell organelle which control the all metabolic activity of a cell, and the nucleus is discovered by the scientist Robert Brown in 1955. The occurrence of nucleus, the all eukaryotic cell of a plant and animal contain the nucleus, while the prokaryotic cell do not have distinct nucleus, that is called as a primitive nucleus, also called as a nucleoid. However, the RBC of mammals and sieve tube of a higher plant cell do not possess the nucleus. The position of a nucleus, generally the nucleus is located in the center of a cell, but the position is various according to the type and function of a cell. For example, the embryonic cell. Very important part of this topic is the nucleoplasmic index. The nucleoplasmic index म्हणजे काय, तर एखाद्या सेलमध्ये न्यूक्लियसनी किती एरिया व्यापलेला आहे, किती जागा व्यापलेली आहे, आणि सेल सायटोप्लाझम आणि न्यूक्लिओप्लाझम यांच्यामध्ये एक रेशो असतो, त्या रेशोला म्हणतात न्यूक्लिओप्लाझमिक इंडेक्स. इन जनरल, the size of nucleus is variable in relation to the volume of cytoplasm of every cell. So the ratio between the size of nucleus and the volume of cytoplasm of a cell is known as nucleoplasmic index or nucleoplasmic ratio. It is also called karyoplasmic ratio. The nucleoplasmic index can be expressed by formulae Vn divided by Vc minus Vn. So Np is nucleoplasmic index, Vn is volume of nucleus, and Vc is a volume of a cytoplasm. So the nucleoplasmic index is very important. In a growing cell, the size of cell increases, therefore the size of nucleus and volume of cytoplasm also increases. We can be say as the volume of nucleus is directly proportional to the cytoplasm of a particular cell. म्हणजे एखाद्या सेलमध्ये न्यूक्लियस किती असावा हे कसं ठरवलं जातं निसर्गामध्ये, तर त्या सेलमध्ये सायटोप्लाझम किती आहे त्याच्या प्रोपोर्शनमध्ये न्यूक्लियसचा व्हॉल्यूम, न्यूक्लियसची साईज ठरवली जाते. The nucleoplasmic index is fixed for each cell. When the nucleoplasmic index is distributed, the cell division takes place. The size of nucleus is variable and it is depend upon the number of chromosomes or DNA present in the cell. So cell containing one set of chromosome called haploid, cell containing two set of chromosome called diploid, and cell containing more than two sets of chromosomes called as a polyploid. As we knowing, the polyploid cell have usually larger nuclei because the chromosome content is more. So this is all about the nucleoplasmic index of a nucleus. The next point is the number of nucleus. So usually the cell contain one nucleus, but some of the cell containing more than one nuclei. So on that basis, the nucleus get grouped as anucleated. The cell is categorized as anucleated cell. Cell does not possessing the nucleus. For example, RBCs of mammal, sieve tube of a plant. The second, uninucleated cell. Cell possesses only single nucleus. Example, most of the plant and animal cell. Binucleated cell, cell consisting two nucleus. Example, paramecium. Paramecium consisting micronuclei and macronuclei. And liver cell. Polynucleated cell, cell consisting more than three nuclei. Example, many fungi possesses the polynucleated cells. Next, the shape of nucleus. Generally, the shape of nucleus is spherical. The shape of nucleus depends on shape and size of a cell. It is also depends upon internal environment and activity of a cell. There are different shapes. For example, disc shaped, it is present in a squamous epithelium. Odd and elongated shaped nucleus present in columnar epithelial cell. Bilobed nucleus present in a WBC. Horseshoe shaped nucleus present in a verticella, and kidney shaped nucleus present in a paramecium. The size of nucleus. The different cell shows different size of nucleus. The size of nucleus is directly proportional to the volume of cytoplasm, and it is directly depends upon the volume of cell. Quantity of DNA and proteins also depends upon metabolic state of a cell, whether cell is active or whether cell is inactive. In inactive stage, the nucleus is smaller, but when cell become active, goes for the cell division, nucleus size enlarges. So this is the size of nucleus. Next very important part of this topic is ultrastructure of a nucleus. So the interface nucleus generally shows the four very important structures, that is the nuclear membrane, also called as the nuclear envelope, nucleoplasm and nuclear matrix, nuclear pore complex and nucleolus. The interface nucleus generally shows these four structures. The first one, nuclear membrane. So nuclear membrane is delicate, it is elastic, and it divides the cell into nucleoplasm and cytoplasm. It is a very important and act as a transport of a material between them. The electron microscope revealed that there are two unit membranes, namely outer membrane and inner membrane. You can be looked there. The outer membrane and inner membrane separated by the space called as the periplasmic space, and its width is 100 to 150 angstrom in it. The outer membrane is rough due to the presence of ribosome and endoplasmic reticulum, whereas the inner membrane is a smooth inner membrane associated with a chromatin material. So this is all about the nuclear membrane. The function of nuclear membrane is outermost border of a nucleus. The membrane is permeable to the small cations as well as anions. It is impermeable to the large structures such as ribonucleoproteins, macronuclear nuclear material and other material. It is involved in a formation of Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum and many other annulated lamellae. So this is the nuclear membrane. Next, nuclear pore complex. The nuclear pore complex, we knowing that the nuclear membrane is not continuous. It is interrupted by many small pores called as nuclear pores. The number of pores are variable and it is depends upon species and type of a cell. The nuclear pore is generally octagonal in shape and its diameter is 600 angstrom unit. The nuclear pore is surrounded by electron dense material structure called as annulus, and the annulus is extended to the both sides into the cytoplasm and nucleoplasm. A structure of single nuclear pore you can be look here. So single nuclear pore shows it shows the spokes, then rings, the spokes and rings. So according to the first theory, the annulus is the non-membranous hollow cylinder which is fitted into the nuclear pore. Second theory stated that the annular material extend laterally to the both margin of pores. 8 granules are arranged there. Within the pore there is a central granule. Fine fibrils extend from the central to the peripheral granules, and you can only think it is like a cart wheel स्ट्रक्चर, म्हणजे बैलगाडीच्या चाकासारखे स्ट्रक्चर दिसते की ज्याच्यामध्ये स्पोक्स आहेत आणि पेरिफेरल रिंग्स आहेत. यामध्ये काय दिसते आपल्याला? The nuclear pore is a large complex. It is consisting many elements. Nuclear pore is a large complex consisting many elements. All these elements together to form a vertical platform consisting ring of cytoplasm particles, lamina of a nucleoplasmic material and thick spokes. So cytoplasmic particles are present at the top, nuclear lamella at the base, and these two are connected with a thick spokes. Ring shows presence of unit and it is at the center there is presence of a plug. 8 radial spokes are present. 8 radial spokes are present. Centrally placed plug act as a transporter, and through this nuclear pore the transportation of material takes place. नेक्स्ट न्यूक्लियोप्लाझम. आता हा सायटोप्लाझम सारखाच पार्ट आहे पण तो न्यूक्लियस मध्ये प्रेझेंट असतो म्हणून त्याला आपण म्हणतो न्यूक्लियोप्लाझम. सो न्यूक्लियर एनवेलप एन्क्लोजेस कॉम्प्लेक्स सिस्टम कॉल्ड एज न्यूक्लियोप्लाझम or a nuclear sap. The nucleoplasm condensed chromatin, granule, fibers and hydrolytic enzymes. In a nucleoplasm, uncondensed chromatid, granules, fibers and hydrolytic enzymes are present, it is helps to suspend the chromatin network in a spindle fiber formation. The nucleoplasm contains the chromosomes. It consisting nucleolus. It consisting nuclear material and many more proteins. Last, nucleolus. So, in detail regarding the nucleolus, we are going to learning now. So, nucleolus, plurally, singularly it is called as nucleoli. So, nucleoli is large ball-like acidophilic bodies found inside the nucleus. Number of nucleoli in each nucleus may be 1 to 4. Nucleoli firstly discovered by the scientist Fontana in 1781. The nucleoli are characteristic feature of eukaryotic cells, while it is absent in the prokaryotic cell. Its size range from 1 to 5 micron in diameter. Under the electron microscope, it shows 4 main components, namely granules, fibrils, matrix, and chromatin. So, granules, this region composed granules of 150 to 200 angstrom in diameter. The granules contain ribonucleoprotein and RNA. Fibrils, it is also known as nucleoplasm. It is a filamentous part. It composed many fine fibers called fibrils having 50 to 80 angstrom unit in length and are made up of ribonucleoproteins. Next, matrix. Matrix is amorphous homogeneous substance. Granules and fibers are suspended in the matrix, and matrix composed of some proteins which can easily digested by enzyme pepsin. And last, chromatin. Chromatin is composed of fibers. Chromatin consisting the DNA, chromatin material of chromosomes, so the function of a nucleolus, formation of ribosomes, its main role in the mitosis and transmitting genetic information. The nucleolus is involved in RNA production. The last part of this topic is function of nucleus. यापूर्वी आपण न्यूक्लिओलसची फंक्शन्स बघितलेत, आता आपण न्यूक्लियसची फंक्शन बघतोय, कारण न्यूक्लिओलस हा न्यूक्लियसचा पार्ट आहे. So it is involved in control of a cell. So it is a controlling center of a cell. It controls the metabolic activities. It regulates the enzyme synthesis. It controls the heredity, means inheritance of heredity characters, and nucleolus concerned with the synthesis of RNA. The all in detail functions you can be find from the notes. यावर क्वेश्चन असण्याची शक्यता असते, functions of a nucleus. So this is all about the nucleus. Next point, that is higher level of organization we will study into the next lecture. Thank you very much.